Hey, it's Uncle Joe at Uncle Joe Hikes. We're here at the Buckeye Creek Trailhead for the Bartram Trail. And I believe this is where the Bartram used to come out and you had a long road walk. Now they've moved it over to Hickory Knoll Road. So you get a few more miles. We've done this before. The reason I'm here is I'd like to find some lady slippers. I know that there were some on this trail and I was all excited about maybe coming up and seeing some. And then I realized when looking online, they don't bloom every year, so we may not see any, but it's the one place that I could remember specifically I'd seen them. I know I've seen them on other trails, but this one came to mind as a place I knew that had a little rash of them. So let's go see if we find some. If not, we'll hike on up to the Bartram and maybe run up to the schoolhouse, go up to the school bus and maybe to an overlook. We'll see how much leg we got after all this climbing. But anyway, it's overcast, had been overcast. It's partly cloudy now, so hopefully we'll get some sunshine along the way and see some lady slippers. When you come up the little dirt road there, you're going to come to that Y. You're kind of going to want to stay straight. I believe that is a Spoon Rest or something. I guess like a resort type thing. Just come up to the road closer here and go around the side. When I saw lady slippers here before, they were along this double track along the side here, but I don't think it was this section. I think it was further up. But we'll keep an eye out anyway. So we're a little bit further up now. I'm keeping an eye out just in case. So far, one flower, but it wasn't a lady slipper. We're hopeful, yet discontent. Some kind of scat. Hard to say what kind. It's awfully dark though, but it ain't very big. I mean, it's Bear, he's a little guy. There is a little pig trail going back there. A little rock outcropping. We just came from that way, getting in this turn. It's gonna be up pretty much all day. First half of this climb. There may be a couple of little respites, but largely just up. It ain't looking good, but I can say the rhododendrons are starting to get some new growth on them. I don't think they'll bloom for another 4 or 5 weeks, but we should see some laurels at some point, hopefully blooming, but they may be a little early yet too. Early! So far we're swinging a miss on our lady slippers. I'm keeping an eye out though on this side slope, but it ain't looking good. From what I've read, they don't bloom like the first 10 to 17 years of their life, and then when they do bloom, they don't bloom every year. I was hoping maybe these were staggered, but they may all be on the same timetable, and that's why we're not seeing them yet. But honestly, I don't remember if I saw them down on what I've passed so far or further up. And there's some laurels. No blooms at all, so I've seen people taking some pictures of blooms, but we may be a little bit too far north or too far up, I don't know. Nothing yet on those guys. Well, looky there. Lady slipper. Yeah, once I got up here, rounded a couple of turns, I probably gained 100 feet, 200 foot in elevation maybe, since the other side slope where I was looking. Let's hope we see some more. That's really cool. Pay dirt. Yeah, we got pay dirt here. We got 3 more right here. So yeah, it paid to get on up in elevation a little bit. Awesome. See what else we can find. Might be more, I'm sure there probably will be. There's another one. We got another one right here. And here, oh wow, what a little rash of them. Got one under there, got a couple right here, and a big one right there. Here. 3 of them, got a little triplets. Oh, I'm so happy. One finishing up over there. Some of them are ready to die off, the flower to die off, and some of them are still vibrant. So cool. So we just came along this into this draw here, and if you come up here and you're looking for lady slippers, first, second week of May, it's the ones that I found are going to be between the 2 draws, and you'll know because the first one runs pretty good and the second one not as much. But until you get to that first turn up into that draw, you're probably not going to see any. And they also seem to be favoring more sunny, open, maybe this is an eastern facing. They seem to be favoring that, so we may see some more right along here. But as it turns and kind of goes more towards north and turns away from the midday sun, I didn't see any. So for what that's worth, if you want to come up and look for them in years to come on this Buckeye Creek Trail, that's a little advice that might help you out. I believe this is our 3rd draw, though I may have miscounted. This one is real mucky. At some point they must have opened the gate down there. Forest Service or somebody's been through here, but it is really mucky. I think I saw a frog actually jump into this puddle. So puddle's been here a while. Let's see what we can do to get across. This is the way another fella's come across. I've been seeing some tracks and some dog tracks, so somebody's up ahead. That wasn't too bad. Still no more lady slippers, but maybe we'll see some more. Maybe we'll see some we get up on the ridge. I want to say that I saw at least 1 or 2 up there the last time I came up here, but we'll see. This is a kind of side slope they seem to be liking. Though the sun's gone in, I think this is relatively close to the same type of vegetation I saw. Got a little rock slab there. Something's been rooting. Looks like over here, but you know what? It almost looks spaced out enough to be tires. But I don't see any other tread marks or anything. I don't know. Still no more lady slippers. Not yet, anyway. Actually saw this one from back there. one more encore here. There's another right there up the hill. It's lost some of its color, I think. It may be on its way down. I don't see any more right through here. There's a plant. Yeah, there's one right there. Yep. Still more to be seen. So when you come to this Y, you want to go left. You'll see that Bartram sign right there. That's a big tree to be perched on a side slope. Hopefully he don't come down anytime soon, or ever for that matter. All right, we're coming off the double track, officially on single track. We start working our way up to the ridge in the Bartram proper. Well, that's the first sassafras I've spotted. There's some more right there. I haven't been looking as hard because I've been hunting Ladyslipper. Yeah, little rash right here, there. Not surprising. We've done this hike before, about this same time, so if you're not interested in seeing this again, I understand. Here. But this time, I'm seeing the Ladyslippers on the way up and not stumbling upon them on the way down. So sometimes it pays to come up here, find something you want to see again, and come see it again. Well, this is our first proper switchback on single track or otherwise, really. The others were more or less just draws. And we're swapping between rhododendrons and laurels. We saw one of those earlier. Got a picture. We're working our way up. We are getting little undulations, but by and large, it's up. We work our way up to the Bartram. Check out these beauties. The camera won't do this justice, but that tree in the back, way back there, is pretty huge. I mean, that is a huge tree. There he is. He's making good time. Got another old tree there, right at our switchback. Oh. We make our way around this fella. It's kind of a chicane, really. There we go. We got a rock slab here. We had another wall back there I didn't get a video of. Try to do that on the way back, but it's easy to lose the trail a little bit on places like this. You see this rolls on down. Have to just kind of look around. Hopefully we can get a grip on this rock. Yeah, tennis shoes or running shoes are doing a good job there. And we can see the trail beating out now. We got a little mucky and a little slick back there, but making our way through these rocks, but dried out up here at least. Some beautiful flowers. These guys here are kind of running down like vine-like. White ones are really, really beautiful, and of course these blue ones with these little yellow centers, just beautiful. This is kind of the return to Buckeye Creek, return to the school bus, the Flora tour. Well, we've been unceremoniously dumped onto the Bartram proper, double top gap. Now we head south, though technically we're heading east on the Bartram. And make our way over to the school bus again. Well, we're getting a little bit of a view. We came up that gap right there. And we've been side sloping around, working our way up to meet this ridge that we're hiking beside. But get a little bit of a view here. I think that might be, I don't know for sure if that's fish hook. I think they call it. I could be wrong. That may be further around beside us and out of view. But anyway, it's all the mountains to the southeast. You see some kind of sign there. The trail actually turns here. I don't know who that sign's for. Probably a property or state property boundary of some sort. We should be getting to the bus pretty soon. Yeah, private property. There you go. Another sign right there. Stay away from there. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but that looks like a yellow ladyslipper. Huh. Did not know. And there's our school bus. You can see where the hogs have been doing a number up here. Working the side of this slope here. They're everywhere. We'll see if we can work our way out to an overlook there below Wolf Top. It's maybe another mile. Maybe I'll sit down a moment first. Down to a little bit of these guys. They're beautiful. Some of them really, really deep in color. We're done with our little break. We're looking out across the ridge. You can see where hogs have been all up and along here. We're starting to get high enough where we can see way on out yonder to the west, to the south. There you go. I think Albert's actually over this way. I think all of that's north of Albert. Hey, AT runs across that ridge though, heading up to Fontana and Smoky Mountains, Maine. And this is a little valley between us and there. I may stand corrected. Right up, straight up from that house or businesses, I think I see the tower. So that may be Albert right there. See these plants growing right out the side and trees growing right off the rock. So I'm here on this side slope. We're actually kind of skirting the knob proper and just kind of working our way up, diagonally up to this ridge, and then we'll get up on top of it, more or less, and then work our way to Wolf Top. But yeah, lots of rock here, and just thought I'd take a little bit of a break on my way up. It's not hot. It's hot. I mean, you get hot because of you know, it's in the 60s, but it's fairly humid. And then my hat is just dripping. But anyway, so far it's uneventful. I think last time I was up here, kicked a grouse up, and that was a little bit of excitement. It's been pretty quiet so far. I've been expecting folks coming back down who were parked down there with me. That young feller, he come by me, apparently like I sitting still. I don't know which way he went. I don't know if he went on toward the pinnacle or if he went up this way. Somebody up here with a dog too. I saw dog prints as well. So anyway, they ain't come down yet. But we got to get up. We got about 3/4 of a mile, maybe half a mile. We'll get up to that little overlook and see what we can see up there. I remember that root ball right there. We're making our way slowly up this ridge. Still getting some good views out there. Still seeing some rooting too. But yeah, looks like we're gonna saddle down a little bit right here and make our way up the other side. I remember that being perched right there and just hanging on. Nothing's brought it down yet. What has it been, a year or two since I've been here? And it's still sitting there. That's pretty amazing. Well, this tree hasn't been too long coming down. He looks like he was in maybe decent shape, I don't know. We've kind of been going a little bit undulating on this ridge top. I think now we're going to be going up gradually till we get to our perch, but we'll see. Nice view. There are two series of switchbacks back there, and they're about 100 yards apart, give or take. That if you're following all trails, you won't see them on that trek line, at least not the dotted line. I didn't pull this section up where they've traced it in red, but you're going to be looking for a switchback at the base of Wolf Top, and that'll give you the false sense that if you've never been on the trail that you're at that one, and you're not. And I'd forgotten that, and now that I'd hit them, I'm like, you know, I remember thinking the same thing, that maybe I was further than I was, and maybe my GPS was wrong. But they just don't show up, at least on the dotted line of that trek. Here we are to our little opening, but I actually think I'm gonna go up one more step. But this is quite a view. Make our way. Nice. What a view. I had all but forgot about this little spot and was going to stop at the opening down there. When I got there, I said, wait a minute. I remember a little rock, and I remember a little sign. And it dawned on me, it was up here. So we came up a little further, which is good. Look down into the holler there. See some slabs over there. So that knob that we've been seeing is actually Jones Knob. And I didn't really think it was because it just seemed kind of close to be Jones Knob, but it is. And just over here, This next hump over is White Rock Mountain, where I camped once before. The next little rise over here, to kind of a nondescript hump, is Little Fish Hawk, and of course this is Big Fish Hawk, or Fish Hawk. And then behind us here is Wolf Top. So yeah, all that time that's been Jones Knob. It's pretty pronounced. And then when I got to looking at the topo on it, it's like, yeah, that's what that is. Of course, on back behind there, you hike on out to Big Scaly, and then eventually you can hike all the way to Rabun, which is out there somewhere. This is just a gorgeous place. It really is. I know when I hiked all the way out there to White Rock, it kicked my butt. Absolutely. I was so tired when I got there. I was tired when I got here, and I still had to hike all the way around there. Anyway, we're gonna take us a break, perch on this little slab again, get me a snack, and make our way back down. You'd thought that seeing that sign that I wouldn't still call this Wolf Top. I probably did it the last time I came up here too. There's so many different tops, knobs, rocks. Then you try reading maps and stuff and your eyes aren't the best in the world. It is what it is. Either way, whatever kind of wolf it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot to be sitting. But we gotta start making our way back down. We gotta head down and around, down to Old Gobi. It's just waiting down yonder in the holler somewhere. Well, say goodbye to Wolf Rock Overlook, Fish Hawk, Little Fish Hawk, White Rock, Jones Knob, everything beyond. We start working our way down. So checking my phone up there, my pedometer said I had 5.3 miles of steps. And there may be a tenth of those, you know, walking around the house and getting ready, but I didn't have my phone on me a whole lot this morning. So most of that is steps getting up here. And I want to say the mileage is closer to 4, but I'll have to look that up and let you know. But yeah, it's a lot of climbing. We will have a couple of little climbs, I think, on the way back because we'll be saddling, but for the most part it's all downhill from here, which is nice. Just below our little perch up there, come out to this little open area. It's kind of a grassy and rocky area, but it gives us another view. We're probably 50 feet or so below where we were. Beautiful though. These little violets are just lining the trail up here. This little dip here looks to be at the top of maybe a old forest road bed or something. They probably did log up here. And a little bit of a climb here. Then we should skirt to our left if I remember right. And more of those Trillium. I think I got these maybe on the way in. I'm not sure what variety those are, species. There's a Trillium probably for every day of the week. If I had to guess, I'd call that one Monday. And it's hanging its head. Be careful. Gonna step our way down. There's the bus, the magic bus. Yeah, heading down from the bus, come back out to our little perch here, little platform. I guess I didn't notice that coming up. That's a fairly twisted tree right there, buddy. Whoo, you. I remember that tree now that I think about it. I think I took a picture of it. Hey, twisted. That's a twisted tree. Back at our yellow Ladyslipper, I don't think I've ever seen a yellow one. I'm just tickled at that. I got another video of it because the sun was shining there. You could really see how vibrant it really is. It would be easy to miss because of the sun on the leaves. You think, oh, it's just a curled up leaf, but it's not. Really, really cool. I don't know how rare that is, but it may not be rare at all, but every one I've ever seen has been pink. Alright, maybe that's a male one. Well, we're back at Double Top Gap, 2.3 miles down to Old Gobi. Alright, we kind of made it past that rocky off-camber section that had all that mushy mud in it. Really, after that, I don't think we have anything else. Maybe some rock traverses, but pretty much going to be single track, typical single track, and then open up into that double track. And it's pretty much easy going after that. That knot there is probably 5 feet across. I know it's hard to tell from a camera, but yeah, easily 5 feet or more across. That ain't huge. Well, I just kicked up a grouse. Actually, I didn't kick it up. It was sitting right here in the middle of the trail. Literally. Right about here. And it just took off. I was just about to reach for the camera. And it was like, paparazzi, man, screw you, I'm out of here. Even gone pecan right there, buddy. I just scared something else up. Not 20 yards later. Took off that way, flying. It was big, so it was either a owl. I think an owl probably. Maybe a hawk. I don't think it was a turkey, because it didn't seem to flap a lot. I just heard it flap its wings a couple of times. And then I didn't hear it anymore. Turkey, usually you hear a lot of flapping. Well, we're making our way through this Laurel Tunnel. The switchback here. I think we're going to be hitting some rhododendrons here. If I don't let this thing grab me. Oop, there goes another one. You probably heard that one. Right behind me. You could hear that one taking off. We got a little habitat up here. You know, the other time that I've scared them up has always been on this trail. I think I scared one up. Oh, it's done left me now. I think I scared one up on the Bartram on the other side of the highway. Meaning over in Georgia or toward Georgia once. But yeah, I had a female that come up and tried to flog me away from her babies. Her baby, I think I only saw, maybe I saw 2. And that was just further down the Bartram. So it's always been up in this area. I mean, I'm not on the Bartram any. This is no longer the Bartram. I think it used to be. But this seems to be a habitat for them out here. And I don't think I ever saw them down on the AT in Georgia, as I recall. I'm sure they're there, but they seem to like this area. Hello. And now into some rhododendrons. Yay, rhododendrons! And all down the side of this hill here. Just like that, we're back up to our double track. More or less. It's a side, it's basically double track that's worn down to single, and then I think when we make our turn on at that Y down there, it'll be more like a forest road. Heard something behind me. And I'm kind of glad I turned around, because look what we got. Flame azaleas. Oh wow. All right, back to the forest road cut. We make our right here and start making our way down to Old Goby. So we got a little ways to go, about a mile, mile and a half. There are some of our lady slippers. I think I even missed those two little ones there, those two other ones. But we have to say, so long, ladies. We'll say bye to all your sisters on the way down. We get upside these rhododendrons. We're kind of walking actually through them. It gets cooler and moister, which is what they like, which makes sense. So, yeah, it's very humid down through here, but it's cool. We got a cloud going over us right now too, so looks like. So yeah, clouds have been off and on. Kind of a low ceiling most of the day. Could see the mountaintops were getting clipped, but yeah. Now we're getting into some needles, which means there's some hemlocks or spruce or something above us there. We got a little ways to go. Should be around this corner down here and probably start seeing some slippers again. And here they are. A couple there. Got the three sisters. I think these are the three I took a picture of earlier. Got some others down through here. Yeah. And I'll see y'all next time, girls. A couple of years. I don't know how frequently you do bloom, but I'm glad I got to see you this time. There's another. Another one back yonder. One up on the hill. Another one right there. And another one. And this one right here. All right. So we keep moving down the hill. So looking along here, it looks like the same type of habitat, but there are no lady slippers down here. And I don't think I saw any along this. I think this was part of the original section that I started looking. And the only thing I can figure is we're 200 feet lower or so from where they were. So they must have some sort of an affinity for altitude. I could look on Google. Maybe somebody can look and let us know if that's the case, but you don't see any up here at all, or down at this level, I should say. It's only up on further up the slope. There's a road closure sign sealing off the Forest Service Road. There's a groom lawn of the Spoon's Rest, I think it's called. Pretty place. Make our way down here to the gravel road. That goes up to the Spoon Rest Resort. You can't park over here, so always remember when you come up here, you have to come from the parking area down there up to the gravel road and then kind of go straight, and that'll put you right on the trail. We can just start to see Old Goby down there. There's Old Goby, waiting patiently. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my Viewmaster. Might want to look at some pictures of the Grand Canyon later. Buckeye Creek to the Bartram Trail and up to Wolf Rock, done. Thank goodness we got to see some lady slippers. That's kind of like what I was hoping, really. And we did. I was getting a little nervous on the way up And I knew what the habitat was, that I'd seen them there before, and then we weren't seeing them. I really think the D mark is about 2,700 feet. If you're coming up here, once you get around 2,700 feet, start looking for that type of habitat, and you should find them if they're still out. If you come out in the next couple of weeks, hopefully you'll see them. That yellow one was a bonus. I don't think I've ever seen a yellow one. I don't know, is that rare? Does any of you know? Let me know down in the comments. But that was really cool. We got to see school bus again. We got to see the overlook at the old Wolf Rock perch and look out at White Rock Mountain and Fishhawk and all those, which is kind of cool. And hiked all of that, of course. There's a video in my history down there, you can look for it. And hiked all the way really from Hickory Knoll Road across Double Top, where we joined the Bartram, and then all the way out to White Rock, spent the night and came back. That was a brutal hike, but yeah, I'll let you know what the official distance and steps are, and we'll call this a wrap and go find us something to eat.